Oh shit. Oh shit. Crap, I'm gonna be late.
Welcome to the Puff Podcast.
We got a special guest tonight.
Dude, I'm just
Yeah,
chilling.
boy.
What? Who's in the house? That's chill. I'm just sitting by myself. Hell yeah. Man, what's up, dude, bro? Testing. Yeah.
Recording, everything's good. My level's good.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, baby. Let's go.
Spark it.
Hey, guys. I'm FDL.
I'm Andreas.
And this is
Puff Podcast.
So we got a special guest today.
Yeah, we're here with
What's up?
the one and only, our good friend and roommate. What's your name?
Name's Darius. Yeah, I've been living with these guys for about like 5 months now, so this is the first time you guys seeing me here. So, yeah, thanks for inviting me out to the podcast.
For
Oh,
sure.
Of course,
Appreciate it,
man,
guys.
of course. And
Yeah.
you said you've been here 5 months, right?
Yeah, about 5 months.
Where'd you move from?
Yeah, so I moved here from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm originally from Jersey, but I moved out here for a job. I'm a contractor, so by day I do programming, and then on the side I do photography.
Like, you a
So-
hacker?
Nah, I don't do that. No hacker.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
How'd you get into programming?
So yeah, that was pretty much like self-taught. Yeah, basically I was kind of bored in my career and stuff, and I kind of wanted to do something that was like, first of all, it paid a lot of money, and also it's pretty creative. And I started looking online to see basically like what it took to make a website, and from there I just started, studying and then programming, and then like making my own programs and websites and stuff. And then after that, just got a few jobs, and then I found this like consultant company back in Atlanta, which is pretty crazy. I guess we can talk about that a little bit more, but basically they like ship me out to different places across the country, and I do contract work for them.
Wait, so they send you anywhere. Like, you can go to anywhere in the country.
Anywhere.
Do
But-
you like that? Do you like going anywhere in the country? Like,
Yeah, so when I was young, I used to travel a lot, and live in different places. So I guess that kind of was like ingrained in me to like always be someone who likes to travel around and stuff and like visit different places. I guess I just had that wanderlust. So
I like that word. I don't even
yeah.
know what it means, but I like it.
someone who's lustful for wandering. I think that's
okay.
I don't know.
Just switch the words around.
Yeah,
It makes sense. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So when this opportunity fell on my lap, I was like, "Yo, let me go ahead and do this." Because first of all, let's say this: like, I would have never lived in Denver, Colorado, if it wasn't for this job.
Really?
Yeah. Like, Denver wasn't a place like I kind of wanted to like move to or visit, and this opportunity just kind of like brought me here, and that's what's pretty cool. Like, I can go to different places where I probably never thought I would have, seen myself living.
So, being forced to come here through your job, what do you think of Denver being a place you wouldn't have traveled to on your own?
I'm glad I came.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad I got to experience the outdoors, the mountains, the cool people, the vibes and everything here. So it was definitely a right choice. Because actually, I don't know if I told you guys this, but I had two opportunities. It was the project here for Denver, and then the other one was in Wisconsin.
What?
Dang.
Jesus, baby. Okay.
Yeah, that's like the only good thing there is right, cheese, right?
Yeah, no way you could have chosen cheese over what?
Yeah, so I was like, definitely Denver for
Okay,
sure.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
On your job, right? You said you move a lot and everything like
Yeah,
that. A growing up military kid, I know how that's affected me. How does that affect you? Like your family, dating life, and don't get too personal, of course, but stuff like that. And like, do you love the job? Like, is that like a career that you would love to keep going with?
yeah, that's a good question. So yeah, right now I'm not really tied down with anything, right? So I'm in a place now where I can kind of travel and go to different places, and meet different people. Family wise, Nothing's changed because like my family's pretty much all over. I see them, maybe once a year, twice a year, and stuff.
Okay.
I kind of like that. That way you can bring stories to the table when you see them. Dating wise, like I'm not in a serious relationship. Yeah, like dating could be like an issue with this type of career path. Like I'm talking to somebody right now, but I just kind of have to see where it goes. Maybe I do something long distance. But other than that, I just really enjoy like meeting different people and seeing more parts of the country and hopefully the world in the future and stuff. So, yeah.
Are you able to maintain those connections when you move around, or do they kind of end as you move around?
Oh my God. Hey, Dre's always dropping gems. People are like, come on. He turns it up a notch, bro. He don't play.
Well, because I don't know.
Yeah.
All of us have moved around, and I think keeping relationships is important. And
Yeah.
obviously, you can't bring everyone along from your entire past. That would just be too much baggage. So you gotta. I don't know if it's so much pick and choose or just some people stick and some people kind of fade away.
Drift away.
Yeah.
If I come to a place and I created like good relationships, I would definitely want to try to hold on to them as much as I can. But as kind of like what you were saying, like as life goes on, things happen, people drift apart, people grow apart. And, those are things you can't really control. But yes, if I meet like some good people, like you guys here.
We made the list.
Thank you. Yeah, I was like, that's my favorite.
They were waiting for it. Yeah, like I would definitely want to like definitely keep in touch because like maybe let's say I move to Hawaii or something, but like I want to go snowboarding. If one of you guys is still here, I can hit you guys up,
Yeah,
and then
of course,
bam,
of course.
and then of course you got social media, so in a
I
way
do charge
we're all
fees,
still
though, for
connected.
tourists.
Do what?
I do charge fees for being a tourist guide.
Wait, why we had to charge me though? Because like I'm
I'll
not
give
a
you the
tourist,
friend
like I was
discount.
living here. But yeah. So yeah, no, that was a good question.
Yeah.
I like to try to keep those relationships going as long as possible.
It's definitely tough as you keep meeting more people.
No,
But
that's true. Yeah,
I guess you find out more of what you want in people from meeting more people. Would you say so?
yeah, and then you grow as a person too, right?
Right.
Like I would say, this is the first one. I think we talked about this before. This was like my first actual contract that was outside of Atlanta here.
Yeah.
So I think like that question, like I'll probably have a different answer with that down the line
Talk
when
about
I'm
more.
like moving in different places.
Yeah.
But I'm only going to do this for probably 2.5 more years. Then after that, hopefully I kind of build my actual like my main gig that I really want to like focus on. This is just a way of kind of making money, travel, and save money and invest in something else. So
Talk about your main gig. Can I assume that's photography?
yes, yeah,
Okay,
that's photography.
and-
Yeah.
I've seen your work. On Instagram we've seen your work, and it's pretty great, man.
Been a part of some of your work.
His DMs were lit that time, bro, I'll tell you.
That's right. Yeah.
How'd you get into it? Like, honestly, because the camera stuff is something particular. Like, you gotta just fall in. A lot of people, it falls into their lap. They don't just kind of like. They see something that like what made you get into it?
Getting into photography. Yeah. So first of all, let's go back. So in community college, I was actually in the computer information systems major. So I was still kind of like in that technology field. But I also was someone who loved like being creative. And I always loved movies and all that, films, just growing up, like going to the movies, like for every premiere, just having all these like movie collections and stuff.
True.
So like at first I kind of wanted to be a cinematographer for films, and maybe write some feature scripts. So I kind of stopped going to community school for the computer information systems. I moved to Boston to go to film school, and I did that for a couple of years, got my certificate, made some short films. And then after that, I moved back to Atlanta because the film industry was kind of like popping there, which it still is now. But I was trying to get into it when it was hot so I can like maybe get a gig. That didn't really work. So I was a struggling artist that wasn't making any films at the time. So then I was like,
why didn't it work? Because I've heard show business is a tough thing to.
It's so hard. Like networking is so hard. Like you got to know the right people. You got to meet them at the right place at the right time. And sometimes it's just kind of like impossible, especially when I'm actually trying to look for a full-time job to pay my house and meals and stuff. Yeah. So it was just really hard. And like I did my best. And then, I don't know, I guess it kind of like, I kind of grew out of it. I was like, this isn't really, I guess this really wasn't for me. I didn't want to say I gave up on it. It was more like I just really, really, really lost interest in it.
The filmmaking aspect.
For filmmaking, yeah. And I think that kind of too was probably one of the reasons why I didn't really go out there and reach like as hard as I should have. But then from there I was like, all right, let me go back to IT. I know I can make some money. So I went to DeVry. And then during DeVry, I was doing computer networking. And then during that time, I was also doing the studying for programming at the same time. So when I got out, then that's kind of where I got here now. But about a year ago, I felt like something was missing. And then that's when I was like, you know what? Like, I really want to get back behind the camera. But this time I want to actually make still photography, like still pictures. And
was at that point you gave up cameras altogether?
Yeah. So last year when I started, when I got my first camera, that was the first time I actually like got back with a camera in my hand. Yeah, and doing photography ever since.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So, would you say you resonate more with capturing still moments rather than capturing action? Mm-hmm. Is there something behind that, or is it just? Yeah.
I think I have a more love for still pictures now because I feel like it's much better to actually tell a story, but also with photography, you're also showing a little piece of like your own soul. Like, you know, when you're under a camera, I mean, when you're behind a camera, you're showing a piece of yourself, you know? So when I'm behind a camera, I'm showing a piece of myself. So when people look at pictures, it reflects you.
Because
you know, as an
you're saying
individual.
like your
So
eyes, right? Like the eyes are the windows of the soul.
Your worldview, everything. Yeah, it's in that picture. And I feel like that's a better connection. And as an introvert,
You're introvert. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm an introvert.
You're so easy to talk to. I'm surprised. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, there's different introverts. There's the shut-ins introverts, and there's introverts where it's like they can, you know, turn that switch on when they need to. But if they do it for too long, they're gonna be like, all right, I'm done. I gotta go back. I gotta
recharge.
Yeah. So,
yeah, but we're also all introverts. I feel like we all can connect pretty easily.
Yeah. And I think that's a good thing too. Like introverts too, like kind of connect in small groups.
Yeah.
More than bigger groups.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, to answer that question, yeah, definitely resonate more with still photography.
So you resonate more with still photography, but even within photography, there's different. Filmmaking has genres.
Yeah.
So photography has what styles or what would your focus be? I guess I don't know what would that be called.
Okay.
For those that don't know.
Yeah. There's different genres, different styles and look. Me personally, like, there's like product photography and stuff, but me personally, I try to stick with portraits and then I do street photography. So
street photography.
Yeah, I do street photography, which is a little bit different than portraits. I don't know if your listeners know what street photography is, but it is a little bit different.
I mean,
so
just for their sake, our sake, what's the difference between other than portraits are obviously like
like
do you look at something different when you do portraits versus street photography?
Yeah.
What are you looking for? What are you not looking for? Controlled environment versus not controlled.
Right. Yeah, no, there's definitely some differences there. First thing first is like street photography it's candid. You know, it's capturing moments at their authentic moment in time. It's not staged or anything like portraits can. You put people in different spots or move their bodies around. That's staged. But with street photography, it's more like you take the camera, you go outside to the city. It doesn't have to be a big city, but just in general, street photography is usually big, like in the hustle and the bustle of the city, and you're basically just out there, kind of sneaking around, trying to be invisible to people, and taking pictures of people in just like certain moments that you see, and then that kind of tells a story, you know, of his own.
You said invisible.
Yeah.
Like, how?
You got a cloak or something?
Well, that's the thing. When you have the camera on, that is your cloak. You know,
Okay.
at least that's how you got to feel. You know,
Does it ever freak people out going around with a camera? You ever have any weird interactions of people not wanting to be recorded or anything?
I have.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have. You know, I have people like saying like, "Hey, can you move that camera somewhere else?" Even though they said that, I still probably got the shot.
Right.
You know, like you got to be really quick, but like, yeah, when I'm saying like invisible, you just got to be like very sneaky. All right, I'm gonna say it like this. This might be weird, but just think of like, you know, National Geographic or something. You know, you got the camera people out there in the safari, taking pictures of the animals.
Bunch of wild animals.
Yeah, they make sure the animals don't see them because, you know, something might happen. That's kind of what it is like when you're in the city. You just maybe you're across the street, but you're walking past. I'm on the other side of the street, and I take that picture. You didn't even know that I was over there. You know,
right?
But I saw you.
They'll never know.
And I was invisible. Yeah. But then sometimes you do get noticed, and some people have had confrontation. I've never had any confrontation, thankfully. So,
So does that now that you say that, how you can get a picture of someone across the street and they'll never know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you does that, I don't know, does that resonate with you, like that you were part of someone's life even if they didn't know it, I guess, with the photography? Like, if you took a picture of me across the street, I didn't know.
Yeah.
But like, you were part of my life, or like you were part of the story even if I don't know it. Does that resonate with you, or is that something you think about at all when you're taking these pictures of people?
Yeah, no, actually, no, yeah, that was good. I didn't, I guess I never really pinpointed it to like that, how you described it. But in a way, yeah, no, that is kind of true. Because, yeah, like I'll feel, first of all, I'll feel pretty good once I got that nice shot of that person, you know, in that right moment, in that right scene. Yeah, there is kind of like a connection there that I feel, you know, like I connected with that person in that point in time in their life, and it's like forever, like frozen, you know, in time, you know, that you know that I can show to everybody else.
You literally got a frame of their life.
Yeah, and it's there. Yep.
Wow.
So
I like that.
yeah.
And I saw recently that you guys were together. You were doing photography.
Yeah.
On the video, what was how to like?
went to
Andreas
this-
was there painting and.
It's just like a creative gathering. There's some people DJing. I was live painting. They had models there and photographers. It was a cool just meetup of creatives at this bar down in Denver.
Super cool.
Yeah. What'd you think of it? Like the whole atmosphere. I feel like it changes your photography style, how you have to approach it.
Yeah.
Especially because that place was lights that were changing constantly, so that must have been real weird with taking pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I definitely had to change the settings a lot because the lighting would definitely change. But that was definitely an amazing, like, cool event. Very, like, you know, small and collective too.
Right.
But yeah, like you said, you know, you were painting with the other artists and stuff there, and when you told me about the event, so I was like, yo, I'm gonna make this into a vlog because you know, I do YouTube as well, you know, and you know, I was gonna go out there, vlog about the event, and also call some of my photography friends and shoot some portraits with some random models that was out there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, it was cool. The because it was intimate, it was a good way to really interact and connect with people. I feel like we both made some good connections.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Did you guys tell me how he met someone that you knew, and then they didn't even know that they both knew you until Instagram or something?
This
like,
was crazy, actually. Yeah, so there's this girl who I instructed. I taught her how to snowboard last season.
Yeah.
And she just happened to be at this event, and I hadn't seen her since I just met her. I taught her for the day, and hadn't seen her since. And then you ran into her because you both.
Yeah, because she does photography.
Yeah, she does
too.
photography
Event
too.
photography, really. Yeah.
Right. and then she started showing you her Instagram.
Yeah.
And you saw that I liked all her stuff.
So I was like, wait, you know Andreas?
And then I was just over there painting like that guy.
And then when I showed you to her, your back was turned so she didn't even see your face.
Yeah.
But she looked on the Instagram. She was like, wait, yeah, I know him. But then she was like, oh, wait, no, I don't know him. I was confused. I was like, wait, you do know him or not?
Well, it's weird because we had only met that one time, and we were in full snow gear, wearing helmets and goggles and jackets. I recognized her, but I was also like, I think I know her, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
So she had regular clothes on his face. You're like, the face looks similar, but nothing else. There's no snow or
Yeah.
So what were y'all doing? Like, because I found out about this on YouTube. What was this doing on YouTube? What are you doing?
Wait, me? What I was?
Yeah,
the YouTube?
I mean, I think it was your page. I'm not.
Oh, yeah,
that's where
yeah.
I saw it, man.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
on your Instagram, I saw a link.
Uh-huh.
I clicked the link, and it's like, hey, there's Sierras. I'm like, what is this?
I know
Funky,
that guy.
like this is. And you're like with the cool lights. So like, what's that about, man?
So recently, maybe 2 weeks ago, I actually decided to get back on YouTube. I felt like I'm pretty comfortable with my photography, and I feel like I can kind of show that to more people. So I was like, yo, let me get back on YouTube and start vlogging with like my photography, whether it's like street photography or portrait photography. So yeah, that event, like I was saying earlier, I wanted to make a portrait photography vlog there. And
So you're doing a vlog?
Yeah, that's what I was doing there. Yeah. So
Oh, I didn't know you were doing a vlog, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. What? Like, when did you start? Like, was that the first episode?
At the event, that wasn't the first episode like of my return, but it was of YouTube. It was the first episode of like starting a new like portrait series I want to put out to my YouTube. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
What is your what's your goal?
with
Like,
YouTube,
with your vlog, like, what are you trying to show? Because you're saying he said different series. He said,
Yeah, you got like multiple different categories and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Is it all about photography?
Yeah, let
all
me
about photography.
Break this down. What's going on with this vlog?
Yeah. So I kind of decided to kind of like have different series going with my YouTube page, all dealing with photography. So I have the street photography vlog series.
Mm-hmm.
I have the portrait photography. That's kind of taking you behind the scenes of me doing like my portraiture work. That's what you saw there at the event, with the different models and stuff. It was first episode, very small. And then the third one I have right now is called like this. It's called Small Talks, and this is like a discussion type of series where I'm just sitting there, just relaxed. It's in my room. As of right now, it's in my bedroom. Maybe I'll elevate somewhere else.
Keep
I'm
it
at
casual.
the bottom of it. Yeah, keep it very casual. And
But it's chill. It's like
connected.
a
Very
homey
chill.
environment. Right?
Yeah, kind of like how you guys are doing with this podcast. Like connecting people on a grounded,
You
real
are
level
an
and stuff.
inspiration, man.
Yeah. No, actually, no. You guys were my inspiration.
Oh,
'cause-
we got to tap it up, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
yeah.
Oh man.
So like when you guys was doing this podcast, it was kind of like, yo, I need to get back on YouTube as well, and just
Yeah,
kind of like
no.
and just have fun, because I was making all these excuses not to do it, but it's fun. I'm trying to do like a video a week, and I want to have people follow me as I grow as a photographer, with my YouTube, and then I want that YouTube money. So
Money. I was like,
You guys heard that?
yeah.
Give him a follow. He's got some cool videos.
Yeah.
Here's Jinks.
Dope.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
I
full
think.
name.
Do you have a street photography vlog? There's a cool dude on that episode.
Oh,
I'll play it. I was kidding.
Yeah, if you guys come to my YouTube page, you guys might see a familiar face there. One of the maybe two faces as well. So actually, yeah. So
With this vlog and the photography, it seems like you're really focused on this photography dream. Like, why? Why is this particular aspect of your life like the dream?
with photography, just in general.
Like, why is that your dream to pursue that?
Reason why I want to pursue it. Everybody says in order to be really happy, it's like you want to work in your dream job, right? You don't want to just work to the 9 to 5 or whatever 8 to 5 job. And that's kind of how how I feel. I want to do something I really love, but also something I feel like I have freedom. You know, I'm not restricted to sit down at a office or a cubicle, you know, the table, which is kind of what I do now, but it's a little bit more fun. Like, I do enjoy the programming because I can also work from home too, but I still don't want to do that forever. But photography, I just feel like, you know, that is, I don't want to say it's my reason for living, like living on earth, to have that, you know, the reason people say like sometimes your life, you know, you have a reason to do something, right, or whatever, or give.
Yeah.
I feel like I want my name out there. Basically, I want my name out there for these pictures that will kind of like keep me. What do you call it? Keep me forever ingrained. What is it? Immortal, I guess, is a word.
Legacy.
Yeah, legacy. But of art, not necessarily being like, oh yeah, Dearest Jinks, yeah, he was alive. You know, he was this guy here, whatever. No, it was more about like I want my pictures to have that legacy out there. My name is there, but I want the people to talk about my pictures.
Talk about your work.
Well, my work, yeah, and then they can talk about me later.
Kind of like there's a famous photo of Vietnam War where there's a monk lit himself on fire.
Oh yeah,
I don't even know that photographer's still alive, but that photo resonates with me still.
Exactly.
Is that something
that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, no, definitely something like that. You know,
You want to stand out.
yeah, just stand out. And you know, unfortunately, it is very, very hard and competitive though. You know, to get yourself out there. But I feel like if you just stay true to yourself, you know, you don't let things try to control you or like, you know, drift you to like another, you know, path. You know, with social media definitely does that. I feel like social media definitely squeezes a lot of artists like being like true to themselves. You know, so you just, you know, stick to yourself. You know, maybe you'll make that breakthrough. So that's what I'm kind of like trying to stay with.
So you obviously use social media a good bit. We all do. So how do you?
We all do, yeah.
How do you keep it from squeezing you and taking the creativeness out of it and not being true to yourself?
Yeah. Actually, recently I started thinking that way. Because when I first got on Instagram, yeah, it did get to me. It squeezed me. It was like, oh, I only got 1,000 followers or 500 followers, or I'm not making up to 100 likes per picture, and I know I put a lot of work in this. No one's commenting on my pictures. That did get to me. And then it was just like, oh, wait, what can I do differently? What can I do to please all these people that I mostly don't even know?
Right.
You know? And that really kind of like, that can kind of hurt your self-esteem pretty much. You know, and that could hurt your creativity at the same time. So recently I just stopped. I was like, you know what? I'm not making pictures for the gram. I'm not doing it for gram. The Instagram is just my portfolio to have my work there that I can look at, and that for potential clients in the future can look at to see my work. That's what it should be for. Yeah. And if people like it, people comment it, great. You know, that does show that, hey, I'm doing something good. But just because someone doesn't like it or comment doesn't mean it's not good. You know, first of all, they're not paying you anyway. So, you know, it really doesn't matter. But I just started thinking of it that way, of just, it's my portfolio. I'm pushing my work, my art out there, and that's it.
So just transition from, at first you were doing it for everyone else, and now you're doing it for yourself.
Yeah, trying to get the followers, get the likes and stuff like that. And that's the same thing with YouTube as well. So
So you're saying Instagram, you use it more as a metric, like to say, for example, oh, okay, this is something I need to improve on. Because like, I'm sure there's posts that may not get as much likes, or view videos that don't get as much views. Right? How do you use that as a do you use it as a metric to kind of, okay, maybe I need to work on this, or to analyze yourself? Like what, like athletes watch the film. Do you watch film?
Yeah.
To improve, or
not anymore. Not anymore. I don't use it as a metric anymore because I just like what I put out there. But then if I look at it and I'm like, no, that's something I need to change. That's me. So because it's your art. No one can tell you what your art should look like. So now I don't use it as a metric anymore, but I did before. You know.
Do you still look at it at all? Because obviously your goal is to constantly get better.
I do.
So
yeah, I do.
What stuff you look at in photography or like?
Yeah. No, I definitely do. It doesn't have that strong like effect on me anymore. But yeah, it's definitely there. Yeah, we're people. We're always gonna judge and compare and stuff. But it's just that you gotta make sure it doesn't take more out from you than it should.
Should give you more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like even now, like I don't even like look up other photographers on like social media anymore to look at, because I think I've kind of like I found my style, and I think you should look at other artists just to get inspiration to create your own style. Then once you got your style,
Yeah.
you don't have to look at anybody else's stuff for your own.
Just good building blocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Building blocks for it.
Hashtag not for the gram.
Not for the gram. I wonder if that hashtag is popular.
Started. So, one thing I've noticed, so you started off into film, and then you got into coding, and now you're into photography, and they all have this relation between creativity and technology. And for me, doing graphic design, I'm also attracted to that relationship between creativity and technology.
Right. Yeah.
So I was wondering, what draws you to it? Is it just that you're just interested in both of those, or is there something more to it?
Yeah, I think I'm just interested in both of those. Technology is fun. I mean, I love technology. We all love technology. Right?
Yeah.
It's constantly evolving.
Yeah, and I just think it's fun. Like, I mean, out of anything else, my day job, I don't think I would be doing anything besides being in the IT, field. Because it's like, I don't know anything else I would do. Like, yeah. So it was just like this was the career that I know I can kind of stay in and make money. Because photography is not doing that right now. So, yeah. I guess that's pretty much it. There, just that I like technology and it makes good money. And I can tolerate it.
Socials, everything around.
Yeah. So.
Right on.
On Instagram, where can the people find you, man? Like, what's YouTube or whatever you're using? Where can they find you?
Yeah. So so you can find me. It's my full name. Instagram is Jinks Photography. That's DearisJinks Photography. And my YouTube is just my first and last name, Darius Jinks. So you follow me there. You also see the link to my YouTube as well. So
Awesome. Appreciate you on, bro. And, thank you. I'm glad that I'm glad that that's the goal of the podcast, like inspire people. I'm glad that I guess what we're doing inspired you to maybe make a blog or whatever.
Oh, definitely.
And likewise, man. So appreciate you on.
For sure. Yeah, we all kind of came together by chance, and
it's
inspired some cool stuff.
Yeah, for sure. All of us here like artists and stuff.
Yeah,
that's pretty crazy.
I remember us all talking before everything started kind of coming together. Like, man, we were all like, this can't be a coincidence. We got a graphic dude. We got a lot of just different interests and creative-minded individuals, and it's a great environment, man. It speaks to the phrase, you surround yourself around positive people, you get positive results.
Yeah, because it's crazy how you guys I'm pretty sure you guys didn't think you guys would be doing this, right?
Nope.
No, bro. No, definitely not.
Yeah, see, that's cool.
But here we are.
Cool.
Well, that's life, man. Life takes you on, I think, especially for you, man, you got this goal, and I believe you will accomplish that, man. And the thing about it is, wherever that end goal is, dude, it's not going to be a straight path.
Yeah.
Like you just asked,
Yeah.
We never thought this was going to happen before we all moved here.
Yeah.
But life took us on curves and narrow roads and dips and, let's see what the next year, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever the path takes.
I definitely hope I can return back in a year.
Yeah.
Wherever everyone might be at that time, it'd be cool to come back,
So we're excited to see where you end up, and
Nice, thanks.
come out visit you. Hopefully, see what's up. We'll
We're in California, sir.
be following you on the blog.
Yeah.
Hopefully y'all are excited about Darius and his journey. I'm as excited as we are. We appreciate you guys watching. Yeah, go check him out, boys.
Till next time.
It's like Cardi B over there.
Look at that guy on the ground. Like, man, I don't even know where he came from. Atlanta, what? Now he's about to leave, and it's like, shit, what the f? Okay, Darius, what you doing, what you saying, what you being, man? I don't even know. You're a crazy guy. You're here to stay, but now you're off to a fly, and you're like, man, I want to see every city. Get that litty shitty titty on my bitty hitty. Yo, what? I didn't even say any words there.
What's good, everybody? We're here from our
Brand new studio. What?
yeah. It's a little snippet. You guys can't see much, but just stay tuned.
We got some stuff to show you for sure.
Yeah, excited. Firstly, just want to apologize on the mix-up with the audio. It's not what we're about, so promise always be on point with that.
Yeah, we're still figuring things out. It's all in the mix.
Yeah, and we're glad that you guys are with us and trying to figure this out with us. Shout out to Darius.
Yeah, what's that? It's his birthday this week. Hey, happy birthday, dude.
Dímelo, felicidades, puñeta! Yeah, let's go. 31, 30?
Man, he's getting too old.
After the 21st birthday, bro, I always say 21st birthday times 3, times 4, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So who even knows anymore? And, we just miss him, man. He's been gone. And
Definitely hasn't been the same without you here, Darius.
no, bud. Nope. And he's back home in Tennessee, so
Yeah.
just because we miss him, we threw him a little credit scene for you guys, so enjoy.
Love you, dude.
Alright, guys. This song is about how to make food. And this is for all those people out there who don't know how to cook, for themselves. They gotta go spend money and go waste at the fast food chain restaurants. Well, this is how we do it. This is how we make some food. First, you go to the grocery store, and then you go into the aisle and pick up the food that you really want to cook. Then, once you go pay for food, you go ahead and go and pack it up in a car, and then you go to the kitchen, take the food out of the bag, and you gotta get the oven started. Then you get the pepper, get the salt, get the meat, get the chop, get the sour something. Then you put it on the pan, then you cook it, making sure you don't freaking burn it, so you can go ahead and serve it to yourself and the others in the house. Hey.